This is September 23rd at 10:43 p.m. My name is Christopher Wood. I live near Deserano, Ontario. I am a 5-year revenge retaliation full physical identity theft victim. I have been injured, tortured, medically blacklisted, kidnapped, sex assaulted, stalked, false arrested, lies, time buying, cover-ups, arrest refusals, false arrest. I spoke OPP crimes. Back in 2019, August of 2019, I was shot by ex-OPP chief before he left Napanee. Human traffickers, human sex trade, slavery traffickers, sex offenders, drug traffickers, and police who are guilty of homicides in Napanee, and I am saying this for public protection only. Ex-Chief or Commander, year 2019, he drove a white Jeep Wrangler. Staff Sergeants, years 2019-2021, Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss. Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company in Napanee, Ontario, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Huffner, a Robert Kane, 7224. He is a drug cop, and Spencer Mills, 14716. After 5 years of injuring, torturing, mutilations, having me falsely arrested and charged twice to prevent me help, the lies, the time buying, the cover-ups, this is finally finished to me. I have absolutely no feeling in my head. This is what happens to a person when they speak OPP crimes in Napanee. My mother was even stalked and murdered. My 2 dogs were killed. My skull has been flattened, it's been rounded out, it's been elongated, it's been shortened, it's been widened. I have been through full 100% physical identity theft and identity change, and it can be 100% proven. Check out my Facebook, Christwood, ChristWood, and also my YouTube as well is Chris Wood, 5-year OPP Revenge, my YouTube channel. And then my Instagram is CHEIS.wood1972 on Instagram. And it will show and prove what I am talking about. I am an attempted murder, full physical identity theft victim. How Ontario provincial police are human trafficking. They are committing identity thefts. They are having their victims medically blacklisted to prevent help and proof. My legal rights, my medical rights, my human rights have been taken from me. The full right side of my head right now as I am doing this is completely and totally numb. I hope people see this. I hope you check out my other channels and my other videos. When people are disappearing, this is how it's being done, is what has been done to me. The murder to missing, it is through the police. It is doctors, criminal doctors, who are aiding them and covering up their crimes as well. They are labeling their victims as being suicidal self-harmers, or labeling their victims as being drug addicts, and none of it's true with me. But that's how they are using their narratives against their victims when they're torturing them, and the other lies, so when they kill them, it can be covered up and labeled as such. Boom, they get away with homicide, and that is exactly what has taken place as it stands right now. And I'm only saying their names for public purposes and for awareness. 1, Bill Woldridge. He is bald, glasses, a goatee, approximately 70 years old. He is well known with and for OPP through Spencer Mills. Blair Frederick Hardy. He is a drug trafficker. He is a meth trafficker. He is guilty of my identity theft. He is an obsessed homosexual. He is guilty of rapes, guilty of financial thefts and frauds, identity thefts and frauds, welfare pension frauds, forgeries, and homicides. Jason Two-Step Van Alstyne. He is a drug trafficker. He is a crackhead. He is a fentanyl dealer between Napanee and Kingston, Ontario. He is possibly guilty of a homicide in 2021. He is guilty of laced fentanyl to commit homicides. He's guilty of being involved with my identity theft with the intent to commit identity fraud and insurance fraud. Tyler Teabag Lake. These are Robert Kane, well-known Ontario Provincial Police. They're his drug traffickers. They're his rat informants. Tyler Teabag Lake, approximately 35 years old, 30 to 35. He is a meth head. He is guilty of animal tortures. He killed my dog in 2023. Ray LeBlanc. He is a child groomer. He is a stalker and a drug trafficker. He is guilty of attempted murder. These are all OPP sex slavery traffickers, sex offenders, drug traffickers, and each and every one of them are guilty of homicides and attempted homicides in Napanee. There is a Ray LeBlanc, once again, the child groomer. There is a Bert the Hitman Hustler, who is a alleged NHL hockey player for the Philadelphia Flyers. He is a pill trafficker. He is a sex slave trafficker, and he is guilty of attempted murder. Dale Hartwick. He is guilty of attempted murder for drop charges through OPP for a stabbing he committed against his wife's boyfriend, aiding OPP, now a rat informant. His boyfriend, Axel Rose, Tony Hearns, is guilty of attempted murder. He is a speedhead, and he is the boyfriend to Dale Hartwick. There is also a Robert Berry. He is a sex slave trafficker. He is a pill trafficker, and he is a trucker and a possible serial killer. He and his boyfriend Robert, who is also an AIDS victim, who is spreading his disease around that town. Nobody can be arrested. $22,000 extortion arrest to have them done because it involves the police, because it involves doctors, and because it involves the justice of the peace, and it involves the ones named, the lies, the time buying, the cover-ups. By doing this to me, my full physical identity theft, they are also guilty of murdering the Wood bloodline by this. So they're guilty of mass murder, killing my mother, my dogs, and doing this to me. I will soon be disappearing, and I say that without paranoia. If anybody has watched any of my other videos or seen any of my pictures, they will see and exactly know what I'm talking about when I say my identity theft and my full physical identity changes, which has been done to me. And criminal doctors and hospital is involved. Dr. Tatiana V, a.k.a. Margie V, name and file falsifier, medical blacklister, the one that has shared this for OPP, and her girlfriend Stacy, the mental health worker, now was Daily Tea Company, now at Kingston AMHS. She is also guilty of giving my original CAT scans to one Spencer Mills, OPP 14716, November of 2019. There is Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor. They are all criminally negligently involved in criminally negligently involved in co-committing and covering up with criminal negligence and intent, treatment refusals, discriminations, name-calling, and having me arrested twice to prevent anything illegal on them for their crimes. There is patient relations, Erin Brown. She is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit and cover up. There is ex-CEO Wayne Cubbyduck. He is guilty of attempted murder also with intent to commit and cover up. He also had me seriously injured my lungs as well while kicking me out of the hospital. Damage is done, time is bought. People cannot be arrested, so let this be a warning to anybody who may see this. I am an intended murder victim, and I will be disappearing soon. I live near Deserano, Ontario, and I am a 5-year revenge retaliation victim. How OPP, the murder, the missing, and everything else that is happening is through the police and their low-life pieces of shit. Be safe, everybody, because this is done with me. And I am the end of my bloodline, so you are guilty of mass murder. OPP, you are responsible of this through Blair Waldridge, Billy Waldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Dale Hartwick, Tony Hearns, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, Bert Hustler, Harry Hartwick, Dale Hartwick, and Tony Hearns. They are all OPP accomplices. You speak their crimes, this is what happens. Your family and you will be killed, and you will not be able to do a thing about it.